Madden gods.
Perfect. Welcome to T4G Gamers. Today we're going to be talking about how to upgrade your quarterbacks to Madden 24 franchise mode. It's going to be pretty simple, pretty straightforward, nothing really too confusing. So make sure you guys hit that like button if you like the content that we produce. Also, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell if you have not already. We have an exciting year planned, just a lot of content that we're getting through. It's a lot, man. I'm tired. I'm not even going to lie. I'm exhausted. I'm tired, and I got to quit dreaming of shaving my mustache. I don't know what the hell that's about. I don't know what I have tied with my mustache. I love my mustache, but dear Lord, it's becoming nightmarish. 75% of you guys are not subscribed, which is just crazy to me, so hit that subscribe button, and let's light it up this year. So when it comes to simulation, and we'll start with that first, and then we'll go to user play, because simulation is, you have to be much more precise. Let's say you have a pocket passing quarterback. For example, I had C.J. Stroud in the Houston Texans rebuild, right? C.J. Stroud's traits were fine. They weren't perfect, but they were fine. They were good enough to be successful. Okay, I believe so. I don't think he has perfect traits. So with C.J. Stroud, I turned him into a field gen, and I was trying to fit my scheme, and I was testing out field gen during that process. Well, that was actually bad, because when I switched him over to a strong arm, he was much better. Now, people may ask, well, how does that make sense, right? Why is it so important for him to hold one archetype above the other archetypes in simulation? Like, why is it truly important? Because this is the way that they think as a person, okay, as a player. If he is a scrambler, first, what is he going to do? If his archetype is heavy scrambler, even if it was 74 strong arm, 75 scrambler, he's going to run. That's going to be his first instinct, is I need to run. If he's a strong arm, he's 76 strong arm, 75 scrambler, he's going to go, I need to pass this first before I start running. They think differently, okay? An improviser is going to be kind of a mix between a scrambler and a field gen strong arm. Let's talk about the cousins of each other. Strong arm is the cousin of field gen. Improviser is the cousin of scrambler. So if I have a simulation quarterback who's a pocket passer, I'm going pure strong arm. I'm not going to touch anything else in simulation. I'm not going to do it. It's not profitable to do it. I can tell you right now, it's not. Strong arm all the day, the whole time, and you'll be fine. You will be successful, okay, with doing the strong arm. You can upgrade the scrambler. There's different ways to do this. Let's say he's coming up on a contract, and you're going, I'm going to upgrade a scrambler here. Maybe you just say, hey, I'll do 6 strong arms and then 1 scrambler, or 5 strong arms and then 1 scrambler, and that's what I'll do. Fine, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's literally nothing wrong with that. The world's your oyster. I've done different crazy things, but honestly, when it comes to simulation, and I have a pocket passing quarterback, this is the main one I hover to, and I just really don't touch many of the other ones, because even if I get a speed boost from this one, okay, you turned him from a 79 to an 80 speed. Congratulations. You increased his 40-yard dash by 1/10 of a second. If that. That's great. I love it. That's not going to do much. So that's for pocket passers in simulation. Now let's talk about scramblers in simulation. So when it comes to a fast quarterback, we already know this is the way they think. If they're a scrambler, they're going to run first. But then you also have the traits. And this is also for pocket passing quarterbacks as well. But if you don't have good traits as a pocket passing quarterback, then they're terrible. If you have bad traits for a running quarterback, then they're only bad if the bad traits are throw the ball away trait. If he has the throw the ball away trait, you can make him a scrambler, you can make him an improviser, and if you slow sim at all in the game, he's terrible. If you advance sim outside of the game, he's a little better. If you fast sim in the game, a little better. If you slow sim, god-awful. Okay, but I still hate those traits if he has the throw the ball away trait, because if he's an improviser, he'll just scramble out of the pocket. He'll throw the ball away the minute someone gets in his vicinity, instead of just running for the easy first down, which he could have got. Okay, so if he has the throw the ball away trait, it's useless in simulation. Useless. Completely useless. I just won't deal with it. It's just too much of a headache. So a guy like this, Justin Fields, the only thing he has going for him, besides his ridiculous speed, is the fact that he doesn't throw the ball away. Right? Now, let's say I have a guy who throws the ball away and he's really fast. You have basically one option. Upgrade his strong arm. Upgrade that strong arm, upgrade that strong arm, upgrade that strong arm, and just keep doing that until you're sick in the face. right? That's basically all you do. Now, with Anthony Richardson and our rebuild in the Colts, what I said was I looked at his traits and I was like, well, they're not very good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to mask them. Okay, so I made him into a strong arm, but I was like, I have to make sure that I spend a lot of money. Like with CJ Stroud, it was a little bit easier. I didn't have to go and get a bunch of really, really good wide receivers right out of the gate to throw a lot of yards. Okay, because CJ Stroud's traits, he was more of a pocket passing quarterback. That dude could just sling the rock. Okay, Anthony Richardson, it was not the same way. I had to sit there and be like, man, I really have to build up around him as quickly as possible. The offensive line, I had to just keep building, and I had to be on it really hard for him to mask those traits, right? It's a little bit tougher. Now, that's really what you want to do. You want to look at it and say, okay, if his traits are, if he doesn't have the throw the ball away trait, but maybe he has paranoid sense of pressure like this and conservative decision making. Let's say I'm going and trying to upgrade Justin Fields. What do? Well, I either go and get the Ravens playbook and just upgrade his scrambler and just say, run the ball, run it, keep running it, don't ever pass it. For Christ's sake, just don't pass, run. You're fast, use it. You're a running back, okay? And I may do that. Or I may do like Dallas's playbook and then work on his improviser. That may be something I do, and I just say, hey, pray like hell, right? Because his traits are terrible. Justin Fields' traits are god-awful. He is just not clean back there mentally. And nothing against him in real life. This is Madden. I'm just saying in this, he is god-awful. Okay, I'm not going to talk about how he's doing in real life. Or if you got like Anthony Richardson, you may look at it and go, hey, I'm going to try to work on his strong arm and just pray like hell. Either way, you're praying. There's a lot of praying happening there. That's with Scrambler. If he throws a ball away trait, you cannot upgrade his improviser or Scrambler. It's not going to work. You're gonna have bad numbers. You can mask it for a certain amount of time, but that's all. You're just putting makeup on a pig. Not calling these guys a pig or nothing. I'm just saying. It's like, however you want to word it, whatever phrase, you get what I'm saying. If he has bad traits, but he doesn't throw the ball away, then you can either go Scrambler, go Ravens playbook, or you can go improviser and then Dallas's playbook and try to build that up best to your ability. If he's got good traits, or at least decent traits, and you're like, I can mask this, then you can go strong arm too. Or you could just try strong arm, try Dallas, mask it anyways, even with traits like Justin Fields, and still pray like hell and hope that it works out for you. Either way, it's not going to be an easy situation for you. And it's hard to recommend which way or the other because I don't know how you draft. There's so many different areas in which I would have questions like, who's your lineman? How do you draft your lineman? Okay, what's your schemes? What is your playbooks? Like, I can't just give every one of you a blanket answer and be like, this is exactly what you do. No, I got to give you the tips so that you guys can look at it and go, well, this is the best avenue for me, right? And that's the best thing that I could do for you there. So let's move on to user play here. Okay, so if you're in user play, if you got a scrambling quarterback like Justin Fields, and I'll just show you the upgrades here. First, let's show you the upgrades, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so if I upgrade his scrambling, right, I just say, fine, here. I'm going to upgrade your scrambling. You're going to see his improviser likely be second, and his strong arm will gain a little bit. He'll get to an 80 overall, right? That's what he'll do because that's his first upgrade, right? So we'll get to that 80 overall. And then let's look at where he's at, right? Okay, so his ranking, or what his overall is, you have a 74 field gen. He didn't gain on the strong arm, which is interesting because that is just poor luck. I just got crap luck there. When you hit the upgrade button, you're just like, oh, please, Madden gods, give me something good, right? That's basically it. So remember, some of this has to do with luck. So he's a 77 improviser. I've seen him go to a 75 strong arm. This time he did not, but let's switch it. Let's go strong arm and see what happens. Okay, so now we're going to go strong arm. We're going to see what happens here when we go strong arm. All right. You're going to see some of it bump up. It's going to be nice. It's going to be pretty. Throw it a pressure. Ooh, wow, fancy. So you can kind of do a mixture of this as well. You could definitely do a mixture, but you can see you're getting his accuracy up. So that is one thing that's big. You are increasing that accuracy, which is great to do, particularly with and you can see here, his strong arm's a 76. Now, he's not an 80 overall. I've seen him jump up to a 79 overall when doing this, but that's kind of where you're at. And he's a 78 scrambler. He's a 76 strong arm, 75 improviser. Which one of those two would you rather have? That's the question. I mean, you are getting a little bit more accuracy when it comes to the strong arm. Okay, that's just what you're doing. And then you can also throw on there as well. You can throw on the field gen. And we'll do the field gen as well to see where they're at. His field gen didn't jump up. His improviser went from a 77 to a 75. His scrambler was an 80, and the other one now it's a 78. So he is 2 points off, but he did become more accurate as a quarterback. Now, that's something you may want, because you may look at it and go, yeah, I already got the speed. How much more speed do I need? I'd rather him be more accurate, because accuracy is huge. When you got enough speed, like, what's too much? You know what I mean? When is enough? Do I need him to be like, do I need to just keep trying to hope and pray and gamble because that's what it is. You're gambling. Any upgrade you do, it's a gamble. You don't know exactly what you're going to get. You're hoping you get something good from the Madden gods. They may bless you or they may crap on you. Okay, so let's try improviser here. Let's go with improviser, see how the improviser does. For him, let's jump this up. Nice. Oh, his improviser's going up. It's gaining. Nice, a little big one there. I liked that. That was a good one. Okay, so he got to a 79. Right? 79, 76, 74 strong arm. It wasn't like that crazy. Every one of this is like, you're measuring small things here. I mean, it's just depending on what's your end outcome. Do you want it to be a pure scrambler? I don't know if I would want that as user play. Actually, I would just get a guy who's really fast, and then I would want to upgrade his strong arm and field gen, and then possibly scrambler every now and then improviser. Kind of touch base on it and just see, okay, hey, let's try this one here a little bit. I'm not going to care as much about the overall, because what does the overall mean? I'm not an overall chaser, because what does that mean? It means he's just really expensive. Does it always mean he's better? No, there's guys who are 85 quarterbacks, 85 overall, or even 83, and they're better than 88s, because the 88s are filled with awareness. Okay, so let's upgrade his field gen, see what the hell happens with this. He's gaining a little bit. There's a lot of awareness on that one. He's getting that awareness jumping up, which is cool, but not my absolute favorite. You got a 3 boost awareness. That one wasn't bad. That was a good one there. So he turned to a 78. He's a strong arm is a 76. So you might as well have just upgraded his strong arm. It was literally the same thing, just in reverse. It was literally the exact same thing. This is how it was before. And that's interesting. But both of those got crap luck this time around. I will say that. They got crappy luck, because we've been testing this and testing it and just upgrading them in different ways and seeing where it lies. And we've seen it go up to 79 overall when upgrading his strong arm. Even with his field gen, we've seen that go up to 79. But some of those were crappy, those little boosts. It was just like pure awareness on one, I believe. That's not one I like to see. I don't want to just see awareness. Especially if I'm playing user play, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, come on, man. Just awareness, bro, that doesn't do me no good. Awareness is not going to do you any good in user play. You can't prove that awareness actually increases for your quarterback in user play. There's no proof to it. We've tested it. It's not there. You could say till you're blue in the face. I've heard guys say it before. Oh, it does work, bro. No, it doesn't. It was just like with linemen, upgrading strength and things like that. I put a lineman to a 5, however tiny you can make them. I think it was like 5'5" or whatever it was, and they were like 160 pounds or something stupid. They didn't do nothing. There's certain things in this game that do nothing. Height can matter for, maybe a wide receiver or something like that. But even height for a lineman, it's not going to do anything. Weight for a lineman doesn't do anything. There's no physics on that. 0. It's not going to give him a bigger gravitational pull. So that's where you're sitting at with that. Okay, so what do we know about this? Well, we know that if you're user playing and you got a guy who's not fast, do you really want to upgrade his improviser and scrambler? Probably not. I'm probably going to just go with strong arm. And depending in this situation here, I'm going to see the exact same difference if I went field gen or strong arm. It's not going to matter. I'm seeing the exact same upgrade. I'm just clicking on one compared to the other. And that's just an average, right? This is what the average is going to be like. You may see him jump up to a 79. You may see him not. It just depends. Now, if I am also doing, let's say I'm like, all right, I have a fast guy like this. I may just want to say, I don't need even more speed. I need him to be more accurate, so that I'm going to upgrade his strong arm. And you may look at it and go, no, I just want to upgrade his scrambler and just keep hitting scrambler until I'm blue in the face. Some guys may want to do that. I personally wouldn't suggest that, because at what point in time is enough? I mean, to upgrade scrambler, you are hoping like hell that you're going to get even more speed on top of it. That's the game plan there. Improviser is kind of the same thing. You're looking to hopefully get acceleration. You're getting agility. You're getting something like that. But is that 1 point every 5 upgrades? Maybe even 2 points, because you're gambling. Is that 1 point to 2 points on agility, speed, or something like that worth it compared to, I'm going to heavily favor accuracy, and throw the ball. I want to throw the ball a little bit better. That's kind of up to you. And personally, me, I would suggest that once you get a guy who's fast enough, I think that it'd be smart to really have the most accurate quarterback on the field. That's my opinion. It's up to you guys what you want to do with this. And to just re-go over this, in simulation, if you have a quarterback who is just a pocket passer, just stick on strong arm. Okay, if you have in simulation a fast quarterback, depending on his traits, if he has to throw the ball away, get rid of him. If he has bad traits, but he doesn't have to throw the ball away trait, you could go for improviser and go Dallas's playbook. You can go for scrambler and go with the Ravens playbook and just deal with that. Or you can sit there and say, I can mask it enough and go strong arm. Field gen is, I don't care for field gen all that much. I'm just not going to do it. When it comes to pocket passing and user play, I'm going to go strong arm majority of the time. That's just what I'm going to do. And if you have a fast quarterback, depending on how fast he is, I may go strong arm and then touch base on that scrambler. That's probably what I'm going to do, is go scrambler in one time out of maybe every 4 strong arms, something like that. But you're going to have to play it out, look at how your quarterback is right now and go, maybe I should try to increase my chances by going after some more accuracy. That's something you could do. But at the end of the day, it just depends on your situation and what you're up against. We're trying to give you as much knowledge as possible, but at the end of the day, it's really up to you. Hopefully this video helped you guys. Make sure to check out our other content, and it's time to light it up.